obviously that's something I think everybody liked. So I'm going to start at the beginning and say, right after the credit roll, I really like that they just automatically try and kill the ambassadors, the Jedi, right off the bat. They're just like, yeah, fuck these guys, we're just going to kill them. And I also, just going along with that, I love that Darth Sidious sets up the Jedi from the very beginning to die. Because he sent them there as Palpatine. Think about it. He sent them there as Chancellor Palpatine, or Senator Palpatine, because he wasn't Chancellor yet in the movie. Senator Palpatine sends them there, and then as Darth Sidious, he just puts his fucking hood up and no one knows who he is and just says, kill the Jedi. And they're just like, okay. And they just try to murder the Jedi. He's just like, do behind the scenes. Like, that's brilliant. Like, what a good character he is. I mean, I don't think people give, like, George Lucas has his problems. That is so fucking smart to have, like, Emperor Palpatine, Darth Sidious, as a senator, just sending his enemies to die. And no one knows. No one knows because everyone can't recognize him with his fucking hood up and talking like this. That's all I got for now.
It's just one guy with some connections and it makes him incredibly dangerous. Incredibly dangerous.
It is politics. I mean, I think from what I understand, a lot of people didn't like the politics of the original, or not original trilogy, but this trilogy. I'm one of those people, but looking back and watching it again last night, I get it. Like, it makes sense, and I kind of appreciate that. While it's not the most interesting thing to watch in the world, and it's actually quite boring, it makes sense why it's in the movie. I don't want to watch it, but, like, it's still cool to see, like, behind the scenes Sidious just setting everything up, and just him literally just sitting there watching the dominoes fall. And just all his enemies are just obliterated by the end of episode 3. And it's awesome.
Well, I mean, it makes sense whenever you're like a kid or something and you're watching this and it's like, why are all these people sitting around in a circle and talking? But then
and nothing's getting done.
Yeah, when you go back and watch it as an adult, everything starts to click in your head.
And then you're like, holy crap, this was written really well.
Yeah, one of the few things I think in the trilogy that was written
and
well.
That turned, when we watched it last night, that turned from a negative for me into a positive.
Yes.
There was a lot of things when we watched it last night where I thought was garbage when I watched it 5-6 years ago to now, and I'm like, this is good. I'm like, why did I not see this before?
I think it's because we were younger and we were just like, I just want to see lightsabers and Jedi and pew pew lasers.
I think we also kind of wanted to be a part of, let's just shit on the prequels.
Yeah, it was easy to shit on them because everybody else was. Yeah. They saw it, they're like, yay! Oh.
They still are shitting on this.
Episode 1, you like that? No, you're not allowed to like that.
Yeah, you're an idiot. You're terrible.
Just on the record, I like The Phantom Menace.
I do too. After watching it again, I like it.
I don't like Attack of the Clones.
Oh, that's going to be a fun one to watch.
We're doing all these in chronological order now, so we're going to do Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
You don't like the love and romance one?
Oh.
See, here's
the sand is coarse, not like your skin.
Here's my point with that, though. If you cut that out, that movie's good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is good.
That movie's great.
No,
if he doesn't open
I wouldn't say great. I'd say it's good.
If he doesn't open his fucking mouth,
ever? Okay, the Tusken Raider scene, I know this has nothing to do with episode 1. The Tusken Raider scene is amazing. Where he just fucking murders them all. I love it. Do it. Kill them all.
Yeah.
All the men, all the children, all the women. Yeah, they'll die. Okay, Adam, what's something you liked or didn't like about this?
Let's see. I liked the beginning.
Okay.
When they're on the cruiser and everything, and they are trying to get to the Viceroys. And then, as you say, Sidious sets them up to fail pretty much.
Yep.
And, what was that? They go to Naboo after that. They go to Naboo.
Okay.
Correct?
Yep. Yeah, that they do. Because they escape on a Trade Federation ship.
Correct.
Which was kind of neat.
Mm-hmm. And then that's where they get Padme
and
the Queen and whatever else.
That was kind of confusing.
Yeah. And then, I don't know, you got the rest of the group and whatever. Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, yeah. That's something we wanted to address right away. Jar Jar, I feel, personally, is the worst part about this whole movie. He is terrible in this movie. There are funny parts, like in Tatooine, where he gets kicked in the nuts and just kind of stares at Anakin. That was kind of funny. although which is kind of contradicts later on in the movie where he lands on his nuts on the battle tank and goes, "Oh, my nuts!" But earlier when he got kicked in the nuts, he didn't give a crap. So I don't know if he has Jar Jar nuts or not.
He turned into a pussy.
Yeah. Oh, maybe. Yeah. Or maybe he had a pussy and grew some balls. And then he landed on him. Yeah.
Character development.
Yeah. See, he developed a little. Eventually, he develops into Darth Banks.
Darth Banks.
Oh, that'd be great. But I don't like him. But I did appreciate the humor that they tried to incorporate in it. While it's a little bit childish, getting kicked in the nuts, landing on his nuts a lot. A lot of ball jokes. It was still kind of funny, especially the scene, Adam, we were talking about this last night with Qui Gon, where he's shooting his stupid little tongue out there trying to get the apples or whatever.
He grabs his tongue, he goes, "Don't do that again."
Yes, he goes, "Don't do that again." That was so good.
That was a good scene.
Qui Gon was so serious, "Don't do that again." And he does it. And I'm like, yes, that's awesome. Because you don't really see Qui Gon be very assertive throughout the whole movie. It's funny that like the most assertive he is against a stupid character that no one liked. Because he's just a goofball, but not a likable goofball. He's an annoying, dumb.
He's one you want to get to see slapped, and then he does, and then you laugh a little bit, and you wait for it to happen again.
But then he keeps talking, and you're like, no, you're supposed to shut up. You got your ass kicked.
Yep.
I did like Boss Nass.
Yes, Boss Nass is cool.
He's probably one of my highlight points of it.
Yeah.
Just because at the end he really puts the army up to help them succeed, because without the Gungan army they will all fucking die there.
Yes.
They all die. Without
Was
Boss
that
Nass.
the
Yep. That guy. Yeah.
Okay.
He's awesome. With the CGI spittle.
Yeah, that's right.
I loved...
Jake, it's all come back to you.
It is.
You can tell where Lucas put the budget in, though. Clearly, with some of the CGI scenes look like complete and utter shit.
Specifically where they're flying out of the hangar on Naboo.
One ship crashes and it goes down. It looks
like PS2 graphics.
It looks like a green mat.
Yeah.
Or something.
It looks like Ace Combat games from the PS2. It looks like the ground of those games. It's that bad.
I loved Naboo, though.
Yes.
I love the city of Naboo, and that's part of the reason I love Phantom Menace so much, is because I think Naboo is just gorgeous all the way around. Yeah. It's just a beautiful city and beautiful planet. I wish they'd show more.
Do they ever go back to it? I think they do in 2.
I think briefly in 2.
In 2, they briefly go back because you see Jar Jar as a senator.
I don't remember 2 as much. See, that's why we need to watch
that.
Don't they go to Naboo whenever they're on the run?
In
Anakin
2?
and Padme?
I think so.
Because that's where they're like rolling in the fields and everything.
Yeah.
That's where they're taking care of
in the sand and being weirdos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so they do eventually return. But you don't really see the city much. It's more like the fields outside the city.
You see Padme's like personal beach house.
Yes. Where they talk about
stuff.
Yeah. Sand. Quote unquote. Sand.
I love the pod racing scenes.
Yeah, those were good.
Those were great.
Yeah.
I did think it dragged on a little bit too long. That was like half an hour to 45 minutes of this 2 hour and 20-minute movie. I did feel like it dragged on a little bit. It was I thought it was a little bit too much of the movie. I want to see more Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because he's so cool.
Enough. That was one of that movie's big triumphs, and it's kind of negative.
Shortcoming?
They didn't show enough of Darth Maul. He's so badass and everything.
And Sidious
never shown up.
Yeah.
Of him.
Sidious introduces him oh, this is my apprentice, Darth Maul. Okay, you don't see him for 45 more minutes, where he goes and hunts, Obi Wan and Qui Gon with the little probe droids. And then, gets on his little speeder, which looks awesome, and goes and fights Qui Gon, which I thought was a great battle. Mm-hmm. Because if you think about it, up until that point in Star Wars movies, you didn't see anything like Darth Maul. Because Darth Vader was so slow and cumbersome at that point in his life, and after all the heinous acts he had committed, he was slower. You know what I mean? His movement and stuff. Think about it. Darth Maul's fucking flipping all over the place and everything, and you'd never seen someone so agile, like a Sith, so agile and so cool, and they're swinging their lightsabers around. That was the first time you get to see them battle, clash, besides Luke and Vader, which while those fights are cool, they weren't anything choreographed like that. It was swing, swing, okay, we're done. Swing, swing, we're done.
Every
and then
step
the whole
tells a
thing's over.
story, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Every step means something in those fights. And I'm not
True.
saying that the choreographed prequel fights don't mean anything. They do. I'm just saying that's why I think people tend to like the original trilogy lightsaber fights. Cause
There's more weight to it.
It's more of a duel instead
Yeah,
of
that's true.
But what you said about people were so used to seeing Darth Vader up until that point, this is actually I think, really the second Sith we ever see fight.
Yes.
Because we didn't even see Darth Sidious do anything.
No,
he had lightning come out of his fingertips sometimes. But this is the second time in Star Wars as a whole where we saw a red lightsaber fight something.
And it was awesome.
Yeah, and it's like, up until that point, people were just like, oh, the Sith, they're just all these really huge people. They're dark. They're really scary. Yeah. And they'll shoot lightning at you. Yeah. Until eventually one gets on your level and he's like, I'm a better lightsaber fighter than you are.
Yeah.
Which Maul is.
Oh, Maul
compared
definitely
to
was.
Qui-Gon. Now, on the Tatooine fight where they fight, you can see after that fight, Qui-Gon is extremely exhausted.
He's winded.
He's completely
I've never seen anyone like that before.
He gave all that he was in that fight.
To not die.
Exactly. And just, I think that, not trying to delve into this too deeply, but like that shows the age of Qui-Gon. He's pretty old as a Jedi, I would say.
I think he's in his 60s.
At that point, is he still a Jedi Knight?
He's a master.
He's a master.
Okay.
He's
I mean, it takes a long time to
He's
become
almost
a
on the
master.
council. Like, he's that high up.
So he's probably
a couple days to retirement.
Pretty much, yeah.
He's pretty, because
yes.
Because you can see in that, and I don't want to go too far ahead, but I will.
No, it's fine. Go for it.
You can't
compare
go too
the
far
Tatooine
ahead.
fight. That's the big difference between Qui-Gon Jinn and young Obi Wan. Qui-Gon Jinn is so much identical to old Ben Kenobi.
Yes.
Identical. They're identical characters, pretty much.
And he dies in kind of similar fashion.
Because then you can tell in Qui-Gon, that final fight with Maul, he doesn't have it anymore. He doesn't have that.
And Obi-Wan knew it.
And he doesn't have it in that fight.
Because Obi-Wan's like, he's standing there anxious, like, I need to go out with my master, and he can't. Because you can see that. He's just like, I'm going to lose. Qui-Gon can only hold up so long against Maul. And it's kind of not a fair fight at all.
That's a good point.
Exactly, because Qui-Gon's old. He can't fight Maul, who's much younger, much faster. He's stronger. Really want to say... I would say Maul's stronger with the saber and fighting. I don't want to say he's stronger with the Force.
No, yeah, I just mean combat.
We don't really see Maul use the Force too much.
He uses it twice in that fight.
But he uses it with ease.
Yes, with ease.
That's one thing to keep in mind, where he throws that thing to hit the control panel. He didn't have to think twice about it.
Yeah, that's true.
He throws that over. It was really easy for him. And he's concentrating on these two Jedi in front of him that he's supposed to kill, and he's just throwing stuff around like it's
Instead,
nothing.
if you see Luke have to like find something, focus
a
on
pebble.
it, and then like move it 3 inches to the left.
And he just wants to throw a damn party.
But
he wants a participation award.
Yep.
I'm gonna throw out like a fan theory.
Okay,
quick,
go for it.
Qui-Gon Jinn, because I'm pretty much just talking about Qui-Gon Jinn.
Okay.
Because he's one of my favorites.
Your love affair with Liam Neeson. That's all right.
He's awesome.
He is awesome.
I didn't like that they killed him at the end of episode 1, even though it adds weight to the film. And it proves just how powerful Darth Maul is, that he can kill a Jedi Master.
Besides Obi-Wan, that was the first Jedi Master you'd seen killed in that film.
Well, you see Yoda kind of fade away.
But he wasn't in battle or anything.
So
no, he was never defeated.
That was just old age.
Yeah, but you see Ben Kenobi die.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That was the second one you see.
At that point, he's a Jedi Master.
Yeah.
At that point, but I don't agree with Qui-Gon dying.
Okay.
Now, tell me what you think about this. What if he lived through the entire prequel trilogy, till Revenge of the Sith, obviously, and then he finds out, because then Sidious orders Order 66, and he kills all the Jedi and everything.
Mm-hmm.
What if Qui-Gon knows where Anakin is going to Mustafar? He knows he's going to Mustafar before Obi-Wan knows. And then he follows Anakin to Mustafar to fight him. And then clearly he's outmatched and defeated.
He'd be really old at that point.
He'd be really old.
And have him die then?
and then have him die.
I'd like that.
And then Padme gets off the ship because she hears people fighting.
Yep.
And that's when he force chokes her and everything.
And then Obi-Wan comes down and fights him.
And
that would be kind of great.
And he sees Qui-Gon's dead body, and he sees Padme like getting choked, and then he just fucking like loses his mind.
Oh,
and
that'd be great.
Okay, how about this though?
But he's going there to kill Anakin anyway. He's not trying to turn him back. He's going there to kill him.
That's Obi's motivation.
Yep.
I'm gonna say.
But do you like that theory?
I do, but here's one more part.
All right.
What if Qui-Gon doesn't even fight him?
And
what if Qui-Gon goes there just kind of like, just to be the voice of reason and all this, like, I was there at the beginning, I found you, you're the chosen one and all that.
Yep.
And what if, like, Anakin's just like, no, I'm going to kill you now? What if Qui-Gon, just in a brief moment, is like, if you strike me down, I'll become stronger than you could ever imagine. Well, just the parallel.
I'll add a cherry on top of that. He takes out his lightsaber, doesn't even swing it, and does this. And then he just lets him slash him, and he's gone.
Yeah.
He just doesn't fight him.
Yeah.
But see, I kind of want them to fight. That's the whole point. Like, I wanted to see them fight.
I think at that point,
he wouldn't last a second.
Yeah. And see him get outmatched, because at that point you say he's very old. Because he would be. He'd be 20 years older than he was in the Phantom Menace.
Oh, he'd be ancient at that time.
But then that would add more weight, and that would make you hate Anakin more, because Qui-Gon
killed this like innocent dude.
You'd kill the guy that helped you, brought you in,
fought to get him back.
Exactly. Yes. And he tried to fight him, and then he just couldn't win. He was too old. He didn't have it to fight him at that point. And then Obi-Wan sees that, and he's just like, "You killed my master. I'm gonna kill you." And and during that fight, and I know we're going into episode 3, but I love episode 3 so much. During that entire fight, and we're gonna do an episode 3 podcast at some point, but I want to touch real quick on this. That whole fight between Anakin and Obi-Wan and Mustafar, they're evenly matched completely. Yep. They are as powerful as each other through that entire duel. They're not, one is giving an
Obi-Wan
inch.
got lucky.
He did.
He really got lucky.
He jumped off first.
Yeah. I'm even saying that Anakin might even have been a little bit more powerful.
I think
Anakin was more desperate.
Yes, which made him more powerful
to prove himself.
He was more desperate to do it. Yeah, you're right, but I don't think he was more powerful than Obi-Wan, because Obi-Wan is the master at that point.
Yeah, but I think it's that anger that really fueled Anakin that made him so dangerous, because he was so reckless and just didn't
Obi-Wan
care.
was feeling despair at that point because Anakin killed all the younglings.
Yeah,
and that's what really sent Obi-Wan into that mode where he's like, I'm gonna go there.
I have to stop him.
He doesn't say, remember at the temple, he goes, I have to go there and I have to stop him.
Yeah.
Because Yoda tells him to go there.
Yeah.
If you remember correctly,
Yoda knew.
Yoda tells him to go fight Anakin because Obi-Wan, if you remember correctly, he wants to go fight Sidious.
Yeah.
He's like, you're gonna die. Don't go there. You will die. He will kill you.
Go fight Anakin instead. Go fight your Padawan.
We're spilling into 3 too much.
Sorry.
We want to give you as much as we can of 1.
I will say that if you guys, anybody listening has a chance, go read the Jedi Apprentice books. I have the whole collection. They're really good. It takes place after episode 1 and before episode 2. It's all about Obi-Wan and his struggle and stuff like that. They are kids' books, but they're good, and he actually talks to Qui-Gon in those books. Qui-Gon becomes a Force ghost. I don't know if those are canon.
He doesn't figure that out until 3, though. Remember?
Yeah, because Yoda's like, I can teach you how to commune with Qui-Gon.
I know, and that's what threw me off, too.
Qui-Gon's the first one to ever project himself as a Force ghost.
Well, he hears Qui-Gon's voice, like, giving him advice. He never technically communicates back with him.
In the movie, he doesn't.
In the books. Like, Qui-Gon actually gives him advice, but he never really communicates with Qui-Gon. But those books are kind of cool because they're like a weird spin-off. I don't know if they're canon or not. Who really cares? But they were good. They were well written for kids' books. I'm still kind of a kid at heart, so I really liked them.
I can't read adult books. They're too hard.
Yeah. Big words.
Big words
confuse me. Just go back into 1. You
can... Okay. Let's see here. Like I said, I really liked the first fight with Maul. Darth Maul in general was amazing.
He's the biggest plus, I think, other than Qui-Gon Jinn of the movie.
I think the biggest, what do I want to say, negative against the whole thing in general, and against Maul, isn't that he's defeated. It's that you assume that he's killed, and they had the nerve to bring him back with robot legs.
In Clone Wars.
In Clone Wars, which is stupid. It is the dumbest thing ever, because you see him fall down the pit, you're like, okay, he's dead. Cool. Nope. He comes back with robot legs. Come on, can't people just be dead in the Star Wars universe?
No.
I hate that so
They can't
much.
be dead. They cannot be dead.
It makes me so angry. It's like they're too afraid to kill certain characters off. Why?
I mean,
why not pull just a Game of Thrones and just murder them all like the young
Because
ones?
it doesn't make any sense then, because you have an entire universe.
Two other characters you can focus on. Yeah.
You don't have to keep bringing back the same
That's my
5
point.
characters every
They're insecure
time.
about their own lore and stuff. They won't bring the good stuff in the Old Republic, so they have to kill Maul, but then not kill him. You know, if he would have just died in this movie, dude, that would have been cool. They made a book called Maul Lockdown, which is, I own it, I haven't read it yet, I want to. It's a Legends book, so it's not officially canon, but it's all about Darth Maul and his training, how he was in a prison, like, before, like, all this happened. And it was all about him and, like, what all the garbage he went through to even get to the point of, like, being, like, Darth Sidious' like, apprentice. And, like, how strong he was, like, mentally and stuff like that. And although you don't see it in this movie, you can kind of tell, like, he's a badass. And he's been through some crap. Which is why I'm just like, just kill him. Give me stuff about him before that, and that'd be awesome. But don't keep bringing him back. Like,
well, don't worry.
That's just lame.
Obi-Wan's gonna kill him in Rebels for sure.
Spoiler, yeah, he's gonna kill him. They already previewed it. Everybody, obviously, right? Darth Maul's not walking away from that fight.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Sorry, that's just how it's gonna happen.
Because if you really think about that, they have to kill him.
They absolutely have to.
Because they didn't kill Ahsoka last year.
Spoiler.
You know.
I haven't watched it, but I watch it.
It's
anyway.
pretty much implied that it's left ambiguous. It's not really. They're not confirming if she's dead or not.
She's not gonna be, because they came out with that book called Ahsoka.
Yeah, which
is all about her.
I want to get that because I want to read
Me too. That Barnes Noble. It's like $18. We should buy that and read it.
They actually have it at Target. It's cheaper. It's like $15. Hardback.
Okay. What?
Actually, just because I've never really thought about Darth Maul until now, but I will say the Star Wars universe needs more Darth Mauls, because I just saw Rogue One a couple weeks ago, and there have only been 2 times watching 8 Star Wars movies where a Sith has been terrifying. And the old ones with old Darth Vader, they weren't terrifying because, you know, it was just like, it was a duel. Yeah. You know, they were evenly matched and all that. Darth Maul kills a Jedi Master and just laughs it off.
Yeah.
That's terrifying. And he's good. He's really fucking good.
Yeah.
And then episode 2 comes along. What is it, Count Dooku?
Yeah.
Count Dooku wasn't scary. He
Darth
was the usual,
Tyrannus.
like, yeah, he was the usual, like, oh, I'm big, I'm bad, I can use the Force, and I can use Force lightning.
So you would say he's too much like Vader.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, way too, like, he's a mixture of both.
He's really cocky, which gets annoying really quick.
And that's annoying. Darth Maul didn't say a word and killed a Jedi Master. He didn't have to. He let his lightsaber talk for him.
Yep.
And he killed someone with it.
Yep.
And then Count Dooku's just like, you know, oh, I'm much wiser than you. Bzz, bzz, I'm gonna zap you and all that. And then episode 3.
But I love Christopher Lee though.
He's a great actor.
Yeah.
I just don't like how he was written.
Yeah.
And then episode 3 with General Grievous, who wasn't even a Sith, but he was a bad guy.
I don't know what the fuck he was.
But it's like...
I think they tried to take something from the expanded universe and they just wanted to shove him in there and see if it worked. And it did work. I mean, he was kind of okay. I mean, I don't know. But he was okay in my eyes. He wasn't great. It wasn't good or bad.
Yeah. He was there. He served his purpose.
Yeah. It's like George Lucas asked himself, though, like, okay, what makes a guy scarier? I'll just give him more lightsabers. And it's like, if he has 6 lightsabers...
give him 10!
That fight's cool, though.
It is
cool. But it's kind of ridiculous.
Yes.
It's like we're just gonna give General Grievous 6 lightsabers, Obi-Wan 1 lightsaber, and that's gonna make General Grievous scary. No, it didn't. Didn't make him scary.
And he had the rotating hands.
Do you think that's why they put him in 3 of those, to give Obi-Wan something to do?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
Obi-Wan wouldn't have had shit to do in that movie.
Because 3's not about Obi-Wan at all.
Like, he
had to be Anakin.
He had to be somewhere else while Anakin was doing something.
Yeah, the first 2 movies are heavily Obi-Wan. Would you agree?
Yeah.
And then the third one's pretty much just about Anakin.
I agree.
The only other time, though, I've seen a Sith terrifying is in Rogue One with Darth Vader. At the very end, he doesn't say a word. He shows up and he murders
that gives
everyone.
Me the chills, dude. That whole scene.
It's terrifying. You know, if he went up against anyone, he would win.
Yeah.
Hands down.
He killed the shit out of those rebels.
Yeah.
Spoiler if you haven't seen the movie, obviously Darth Vader's in it. Obviously it's at the end. They're not going to throw it in the beginning. You know what I mean? Like
Darth Vader.
I don't want people to get mad. Like, oh, you spoiled it. Well, first of all, if you're a Star Wars fan, you probably should have seen that movie already. Two, if you haven't seen that movie, you know he's in it because he's in the commercials.
Yeah.
Duh, he's in it.
Yeah.
Holy crap, that scene, dude. So good. And when they're trying to get that the Death Star plans, and they're just frantic, like, take it, before Darth Vader just goes, and you know that guy's dying.
Yeah.
He's done. Yeah. And Darth Vader knows it too. Like, I'm gonna get to you, and you're gonna die, buddy. But like, they still manage to get the plans off, and he just goes like batshit crazy on all those.
Yeah.
Dude.
That also explains why he's so mad in the beginning of A New Hope, where he raises his voice to all the.
I expect him alive.
Yeah.
Where he's angry.
Yeah.
And it leads into that.
I really hope they hinted at it. Kylo Ren's going to go and complete his training and all that. I hope he gets his emotions under control, because legitimately, if he gets his emotions under control, he would be terrifying.
Yes.
Because when a Sith gets angry,
and put the fucking mask back on, please. You sound cooler with it.
Yeah.
Don't take it off.
When a Sith gets visibly angry, that's weakness. A Sith should not show weakness.
Yeah.
Because then it kind of ruins their character.
You want them to be confident.
I think they did
like he was in the very beginning.
Yes.
The Han Solo scene.
I agree.
They did all that just for that.
Yeah.
Set that up. Yeah.
Basically. And it was the movie's biggest moment.
Man, that was a good scene. As much as people hate on it, I love it.
I thought it was great.
I'm so glad that Harrison Ford's gone. Not that, like...
The emotion with it. He's touching his cheek as he's, like, loses that last grip of life.
Yeah.
And he just dies. He falls off. He's dead before he falls down.
And I don't mean, like, I didn't want Harrison Ford in the movie. I'm glad that's how he went. I'm glad that's how Han Solo died in the series.
Yeah,
like,
that's what he always wanted to do. He wanted to give a bottom to a movie, and he always wanted to do that. He did it the best way
He pretty much did a mic drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was great. It was phenomenal.
What it needed.
Yeah.
But
it was a little too convenient. I will say that, with the way it was set up. And oh look, Chewie's watching, and Ray and Finn are up there watching, and oh, the moonlight's coming, and oh, look how the lighting is. Like, I get it. Like, it's too convenient. It would never happen. But it was still cool to see. And I think they did a good job. I know it has nothing to do with episode 1.
Yeah, it was.
But that's okay.
It was pretty much the Obi-Wan scene over again.
Yes.
It's like watching Obi-Wan die at the end of New Hope and then lose.
Oh, this was so much worse, though.
Yeah.
Like, in a good way.
Because you
had
so much heart-wrenching.
So heart-wrenching.
30 years of build-up.
But then,
and you knew what was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
That's the worst part, is you knew exactly what was going to happen, and you had to sit there and watch it and do
technically,
nothing.
you know in A New Hope that Obi-Wan's going to die, because he goes... Vader senses it somehow through the Force. He goes, his plan's not to leave.
Yeah.
He's not going to believe. That's what he tells Tarkin.
He's been running so long. He can only run for so long.
He doesn't want to run anymore.
Yeah.
He wants to see his best friend, his apprentice. He wants to see his student. He wants to see him one more time before he goes.
Yeah.
So.
Too bad I didn't see him with the mask off.
Yeah, that would have been a little more emotional.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's that scene.
It makes sense that he didn't, because now he is Darth Vader.
Yeah.
He is this evil, horrible human being.
Exactly. Every line in that fight's amazing, though.
Yeah.
There was not even a glimpse of Anakin left in him at that point.
And that's what makes that whole fight so tragic.
Yeah.
And that's why I love that they give Obi-Wan the win in 3.
Yeah.
Because that's why he fucking deserves it.
Yeah.
He needs it.
Yeah.
You need to
Obi-Wan for the win.
You got to give him the win in 3.
Is there anything else you guys liked or didn't like in episode 1? That we didn't cover? I know we covered pod racing. We all liked that. We liked everything with Darth Maul. It was just phenomenal.
I love anything with Sidious, because I thought it was great.
He's scary.
Yeah, he is.
He really is scary in it, even though he's a hologram. Sorry.
We could
It's kinda
probably
lame,
we
but-
could probably talk another 45 minutes about Jake Lloyd, but please let's not do that because it's pretty much implied.
He
Jake
got-
Lloyd sucks.
What was I had it up on my phone a couple days ago. He got nominated and won for like a Best Child Actor award for his fucking movie.
Wow.
What idiots were on drugs that voted
I
for
don't
him?
think it was his fault though.
He was
because
bad!
His lines though, dude. It's not just
Yes.
his lines were
Are
bad.
you an angel?
Everybody else's lines were bad too, though.
Qui-Gon's were good. Darth Maul's were the best because he didn't say shit.
Exactly. Yeah. Well,
He
no.
had 3 lines.
Exactly. Talks to Sidious
On Coruscant. That's it.
Which here's the thing.
So
There's
much.
nothing-
Adam is moving, drinking, keep
There's
smashing
there's
it.
nothing in it, but it's
That's alright, I don't care.
But okay,
Just missed the mic.
here's a big plot hole that kind of goes into the negatives a
Okay.
little bit. But
Have at it.
how does nobody or the Jedi Council even suspect at all they're the most powerful Jedi Masters in like history, and they can't figure out that he's Sidious? They're
They're
walking around.
stupid.
They're walking around Coruscant.
No,
They're
no,
literally
hi,
walking on a road,
Yeah.
They talked to him.
and then
Yeah.
and then he's standing next to them.
And Palpatine's just hanging out with Obi Wan and Qui-Gon like the whole time. Like, what is going on here?
It's like they're just stupid.
They are.
They're stupid.
I think that's part of the problem is that the
But
Jedi Council's so dumb.
Also, but that also tells the story of that council. Their way didn't work anymore,
Yes.
and that's why old Obi-Wan. I don't know if he says this when he's alive or when he says it at Force Ghost, but he says to Luke, he says, "You have to find your own path. Your path isn't the same as mine."
Yeah.
So that's the whole. I like that.
Yeah.
So that's Obi-Wan admitting that order didn't work.
It
anymore.
failed.
It didn't work anymore. Their
Yeah.
ways worked for a time. It worked for 1,000 years, but then it didn't. They just didn't
It
work. The
finally
times
collapsed.
changed.
It's kind of like Rome.
The times, yeah, it's the.
They
Roman
got so
Colosseum.
powerful and spread
Correct.
so thin that eventually they just crumbled. They couldn't control everything, and they tried to, and they got spread so thin that they missed such a huge enemy right there, right, like probably the next building next to them,
Mhm.
just hanging out.
Yeah,
they missed it.
That's the same analogy you could use.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the someone looked into it and they said that the Jedi Council themselves pretty much created Darth Vader.
Okay.
In that this kid leaves his mother in slavery. He is saved from slavery, goes to this planet he has never been to before that is way more technologically advanced. Terrified, which even as bad of an actor as the kid was, he shows he's scared whenever he's talking to this this room full of really old guys that are all glaring at him.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan or Qui-Gon Jinn says, "He's the chosen one. I know this. I sense it in him."
Yeah.
And then they're just all like asking him questions, just looking up at him all shady like, and then they're like, "We can't teach you.
Yep.
Your emotions are
You're out of whack, kid.
And Yoda sees it.
Yes.
And then it's like, what does that instill in the kid? Except for just distrust in the council.
Now he's going to doubt himself the whole time.
Yeah.
He always wants to prove himself.
That creates doubt within him.
Yeah.
It happens in Clone Wars too.
Yeah.
Whenever he's just like, the council doesn't know anything. I should be a Jedi Knight by now. I should have my own apprentice. Why am I not? And then Obi's just there trying to like defend them and be
Makes
like,
sense.
the council knows what's going on. They know better. And then Anakin's just like, no, they don't.
Yep.
I'm
And
way
then-
better than them.
Anakin's right.
Yeah.
That's
And
the
at
worst
the
part.
end, at the end of Revenge of the Sith, Obi-Wan figures that out finally, where he's like,
Yeah.
"Wow, he was right all along, but he's good enough to know not to delve into the dark side."
Yeah.
That's why I think Obi-Wan's just the best Jedi I think just ever. I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, I just think
He's pretty darn
I
awesome.
like him better than Luke, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I do. I just
yeah.
think he's better than Luke. I don't know. I know Luke Skywalker.
Luke's just a cookie cutter character, though. If
he's
you
the
think
most
about it.
he's the most powerful
He
Jedi.
I
Doesn't
can't-
have a lot to like about him.
I
right?
really can't even get a read on Luke.
Yeah.
It's weird because
Now that my opinion, those opinions might change once we see 8, because
But
I
I'm
think
saying
now
4
I
through
think
6.
he's gonna really, I think,
Yeah.
knock our socks off.
I think so too.
Oh yeah,
Like he's gonna be dark
with how Mark Hamill is now and everything.
Oh, yeah.
It's going
You
to
got
be
it.
amazing.
It's gonna be like
those movies. Mark Hamill's acting's horrible.
Oh yeah,
dude. It's gonna be Luke.
And
Nichols
nobody
with, like,
admits that. They shit on the prequels so
Yeah.
much. Where I'm like, look at Mark Hamill in 4, 5, and 6, especially 4. He's horrible.
Yes.
Harrison Ford carries him through that entire.
he just pushes him through.
That's why they gave him Alec Guinness.
Yeah.
They gave him one of the best actors on the planet to just like carry the first half of the movie.
Yeah.
And then Harrison Ford's okay. I mean, even Carrie Fisher's decent. I think
She's
Fisher's
good the whole time.
Yeah, I think she's good. But Mark Hamill's terrible. He was terrible through that entire movie.
Well, here's the problem. Him and Alec Guinness didn't do a good job of what else? They didn't have a lot of good like connection there, chemistry. They didn't. You can tell.
Yeah.
They were just like, all right, what's my line? All right, let me say it. Okay, and we're done. Next scene.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot there to go with.
Except that last scene on the Death Star.
Yeah.
Where he goes, "May the Force be with you," and then he, goes off to die. Pretty much.
Well, George Lucas was probably like, "This is the most important scene in this movie."
You act your ass off.
So you guys better do this.
The best
right.
acting Mark Hamill did in that movie was yell, "No!
Yeah.
No!" Like, that's it.
And they blast the door, which is one of the most incredible shots I've ever seen with a blaster. He shoots the panel all the way across the Death Star, and I'm like, you fuck. You couldn't have made that shot ever.
Yeah.
And then
that's true.
He shot it because Han told him to shoot it because he doesn't want Vader trying to kill them because he would have killed them. But anyway.
I mean, I know we'll do a podcast on this later, but just to sum up, Mark Hamill was like, I can't read him. Episode 6, so Return of the Jedi.
Yep.
If you watch that without watching any of the other ones, honestly, going into it, you think Luke is a Sith.
Yes.
You would think he's evil.
You would think he's bad guy.
He goes into Jabba and he's just like, you don't want to cross me, Jabba. And it's like, wow. Angry much?
Yeah. That's dark.
I think that movie's where his acting is at its strongest, though.
That was such a good opening scene.
I think it's the point that we can't tell what he's doing. We can't tell if he's good. We can't tell if he's bad.
Isn't that the point, though? He's almost a great Jedi at that point.
Yeah, he is.
And I kind of like that.
He's a blank slate of emotion. Like, he has...
Well, you gotta remember, he's not following the old Jedi code as Obi Wan, Qui Gon.
Because there is no code.
Because they're gone. Their code failed. It failed, and so he's creating it as he goes now.
His own.
He's pretty
all
much
he's
given
got
the
is the
Force.
teachings that Obi-Wan and Yoda bestowed upon him. That's it. That's all he has.
He's pretty much given the Force. Everyone dies, and then they're like, "Go start."
He's
something
the
up.
orphan Force baby.
Yeah, because you
figure it out.
Because if you actually think about it, Vader and him were the last ones, and Palpatine. But then
Leia
you
doesn't
have
count.
Leia because she shuns it, basically.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
Until episode 6, where she's like, "Oh, he's okay. I feel it," and it's like, "What?"
She uses the Force, really. There, technically.
And then in episode 7, we're told nothing about what Luke did, so we have to find out in episode 8 if what he did was good or not.
That's why you read the books. I'm just kidding. I'm just giving you a hard time here. But no, that's what a lot of people would say. Is they would say, "Oh, it's in the books." It's like, come on, show us. Don't be dumb.
Yeah. I mean...
Or have a TV show, like a one-series TV show of what the hell happened.
Yeah,
why not? Even animated. I would even take a damn animated show showing us some of the events that led up to that. That'd be awesome. Or like a series of like mini series of movies. Like a 30-minute movie of like, here's an important scene between episode 6 and 7. That'd be great. Mm-hmm. Show us something. Tell us something. There's nothing.
Rebels, though, is not a complete kid's show. There are some scenes that are very dark, especially the fight between Ahsoka and Vader. It's so extremely emotional. You could cut the tension with a knife. Yeah. It's so amazing. And I want to go back and watch that season because it's so good.
Yeah. Is there anything else we like?
What do you
I like the fan service.
Yeah,
there's so much fan service.
So much.
They made so many goddamn characters from this movie.
Yeah,
it's
it was to a point.
In the figures, I mean.
That it was Greedo. We thought we saw baby Greedo.
Yeah, that little
episode 1.
That little kid.
We did.
I could have sworn he was Greedo, but I mean, obviously he's not.
He wouldn't be
because there's another person that looks like him.
The age wouldn't match up at all.
Yeah.
Unless they age differently.
Wait,
maybe.
You know what would have been cool
What's
for
that?
Episode 3 is if they would have had a little Han Solo about knee high.
I think they've been going too far. That's too convenient.
I don't think it would have though. If he somehow, because he
but
could
then
have
it's
been
another,
on,
like, where did he come from?
he could have been on Coruscant though, with his dad or something, and then he just sees Anakin Skywalker come off the plane. He just sees him. I'm saying
maybe
after
like as he's leaving the dock or like getting on a ship or something.
And I'm saying when him and Obi-Wan come back to Coruscant after saving Palpatine from the ship. And then he just runs in and go, oh, hey, little guy, or something. And then he goes, oh, my son Han wanted to meet you or something like that. And then, holy shit, what I made. That would have been kind of cool. Yeah. That would have been kind of cool, actually.
And it would make sense that Han wouldn't know who Darth Vader is, that he's Anakin, because then he would never see him again after that.
Yeah.
It would make sense.
Because Han's the oldest of the group.
Yep.
By far, obviously. So he would have been
Chewbacca.
What would he have been in Revenge of the Sith? He would have been, what, say, 6? 7?
Yeah.
Because it's 20 years till A New Hope.
He's in his 30s in A New Hope.
Yeah, so he's
older.
He'd be 10.
Yeah. But Anakin's age.
Revenge of the Sith. Yeah.
Anakin's age of Episode 1.
True. Yeah, he'd be that age.
Another one on here is midichlorians.
No.
That was a thing. No,
we're not going to talk about that.
It's over 20,000, Jay.
Where he goes, what's his midichlorian count, Obi-Wan? And then Obi-Wan just becomes a magical technical whiz and goes on the computers and everything and goes, it's the highest I've ever seen. It's higher than Master Yoda.
It's over 20,000.
Yeah, that's.
It just made me think total Dragon Ball Z at that point.
That scene was dumb.
That was real stupid.
I would love if midichlorians were just like white blood cells or something. It's like, oh no, this child just has cancer. It's like, oh, should we tell someone?
Oh my God.
No, we'll train him in the ways of the Force. That will help.
He'll heal his cancer. He'll force heal his cancer. Oh boy, you can't heal his acting. All right. Oh. Sorry, that was a good one. All right.
Too late.
I also had on something I didn't really care for. I wrote down Anakin's lines - all of them. That's literally what's on my paper. I hate him. I'm sorry. I don't like Jake Lloyd as an actor in this movie. I don't think he did a great job. Obviously, it's not all his fault. Some of his lines are dumb. Space is cold. Are you an